Alright, so let's talk about Jason Roy. He's had kind of like a shaky World Cup when it started because he's no stranger to dealing with setbacks. He was out to the first ball of England's limited overs evolution in 2015, and he was dropped ahead of their last visit to the semi-final stage of the global ODI tournament 2 years ago as well. But even when he was struggling to contain his frustration when he succumbed to a hamstring injury during the early stages of the World Cup, he's like disappointed. It was the same kind of disappointment that he had faced in Champions Trophy in 2017, having established himself as a key part of the side and having skipped the IPL to ensure he was fit. He admits his latest injury setback was hard to deal with. He also admits that for a while after he was forced off the pitch during England's victory over West Indies, he feared his tournament was over. So it was kind of like a hard thing for him. What he said was, I'll be honest, there was a bit of fear I might be out. Roy says, initially we thought I'd be back for the Australia game, but then the scan came back and it was a little bit worse than we had thought, so I needed more time. There was a bit of a scare there, but I needed to stay positive around the group. I was staying around the lads and traveling with them, so I had to keep giving out positive vibes and try to help where I can. But having been dropped in the Champions Trophy, then working my backside off to get here for the World Cup and being in good form only then get injured, I was like, give me a break. Obviously, I understand the kind of feelings that he's going through because he's done a lot, and right at the moment, once you need your body to be the fittest of all, you get this kind of an injury. I understand that. So further, he says that I thought I was having low luck. It was frustrating and a bit hard to deal with. So while he remains some way off full fitness, Roy has been able to return to side with some success. He made 66 and 60 in the two innings since his return, both victories for England, and is now facing the prospect of a World Cup semi-final, saying he's mentally and physically in the right place. He further said that I'm as close to 100% as I'm going to be, he says. It was a decent injury, which was a shame, but I was overworking it as such, and these things happen. The doctors and the physios have been incredible to get me to the stage I'm at now, where I am match fitness ready, and I'll be able to get through the next two games for sure, but I might not be back at the point where for a little bit. I'm quite enjoying being at the mid-off. I'm right where I wanted to be both mentally and physically. This is a reward for the hard work and sacrifices we all make. I didn't put myself in the IPL auction. I did everything I possibly could to get myself to this point I'm at now. I'm ecstatic with where I am with my cricket, and it just goes to show that all the hard work and dedication that goes in really helps. It is nice to be in a completely different place to where I was in Cardiff, where he was dropped for the Champions Trophy semi-final. But to be honest, I think I've been here for a while now, since I came back into the side. It has been a really positive journey for me since returning to England team, and it is great that it is still going strong in the World Cup semi-final. It's hard to imagine Roy being dropped these days, but back in 2017, he had failed to pass 20 in 9 innings in a run that included six single figures scores. He owed his return to the decision of Omid Alex Hales following the incident of Bristol and performed so well in partnership with Johnny Bairstow. So what he said further was playing Test cricket and playing in the Ashes has been an ambition of mine for years. If the call comes, then great. There's no secret to it apart from the fact that we both work hard and love batting together. Roy says of their partnership, we enjoy each other's company out in the middle and we just go to work really. There isn't much rocket science behind it. He's obviously a great player. So this is a good prospect that Roy Jason is feeling confident regarding the World Cup semifinals because they're up against Australia and definitely it's going to be a very hard mental and physical match where both teams are going to, be at it. I think England would be a bit more under the pressure and stress because Australia already has won so many World Cups and they're used to this kind of situation. They would be thriving at that time. But England has been here, just a few times, and it's going to be more stressful for the team. But they have to keep their minds, and they have to just keep on trying, play like they do, and I'm definitely sure they would have a good result. Let's see what happens. So this was JauntyM signing out. You have a nice day. Bye bye.